Welcome.
Welcome. We are live.
We're live.
Welcome to our stream. Welcome in.
Welcome to our stream.
Oh my God, I realized that we left our sign downstairs.
Oh, I can go grab it real quick.
Wouldn't that be so cute?
Yeah, we need our sign.
Yes.
That's why we made it.
That's why we made it. You want to leave it right here?
Huh?
You want this way?
You can fix it.
Okay.
To a better angle.
You can always move it around. How are you guys doing today?
Lock in.
Lock in. Lock in. Hope you guys are having a fabulous day today.
It turned out to be a really great day here.
Ooh. I'm gonna do bam. Got some makeup on. What filter do you want today, love?
Flower crown.
Flower crown. Let's do it. We love the flower crown. We love the flower crown. We're about to get our sign. Yes, and as you can see, I have another crown on my head right now. Welcome in, welcome in. Go ahead and like the live, hit that thumbs up button. If you're excited for our live stream today, we're going to tell you how to get married in 2026. You got to do this if you want to get married in 2026. We're going to tell you all about it. So stay tuned. We're also going to be doing my hair. I got your flower crown all set up, love.
Thanks, boo.
I got your flower crown all set up. I got your flower crown all set up. I got retouch on. Oh, the sign looks great. It looks so cute.
Thanks, boo.
Subscribe. It's great. Adds such vibes.
It adds vibes. Hopefully it stays by itself.
Yes, hopefully. Hopefully. So, here's your camera. You are back now.
Thanks.
Do you want to unmute? Oh, there it goes. It goes on you now. Hello, welcome in. We are going to be doing my hair and teaching. We are the happiest Black women you know because we are lesbians who chose freedom by building an off-grid life in Hawaii.
What's up? Welcome in.
In this video, we're going to be teaching you how to get married in 2026.
Teaching you how to get married
Don't
in
you want
2026.
your boo? Don't you want your boo? And we're also going to be doing my hair, so stay tuned if you want to see
We
what's
know you're
under
tired of
this.
being single. Go ahead and stop what you're doing right now. Give the live a thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Go
Make
ahead.
sure you like the live.
Like the live.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining. You know you want to see what's under this towel, so
what under
stick
that
around.
towel?
Stick around.
Under that towel.
LOL. Hello, who are welcome.
What's up, guys?
Let us know in the chat where you guys are
Welcome
from.
in. Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for
What's
joining.
up,
Hey,
Becca.
Becca.
Thanks
Becca in
for
the
logging
house.
in.
What's up?
Make sure you're subscribed.
Subscribe. Oh my God, 2 likes already.
What's up?
Hey,
If you
we
guys
don't
don't
know.
We're the happiest Black women you know because we are lesbians who chose freedom by building an off-grid life in Hawaii. Go ahead and like the live. Give the live a thumbs up. What's up, Richmond, Wisconsin? Tap in.
Shout out to Becca.
Where's everybody else from?
Where's
We've been to
everyone else from?
Wisconsin. No, I've not been to Wisconsin. LOL. I mistake Wisconsin for
Minnesota, yeah.
all the time.
All the time.
It's probably my most American toxic trait.
It's okay. I've been in Green Bay. Shout out to Green Bay.
Shout out to Green Bay. It's cold. How cold is it right now in
I know,
Wisconsin,
right?
Becca? Oh my God.
Probably freezing.
Freezing. Is it snowing?
It probably.
Sending you warmth from Hawaii.
Sending
Becca.
you warmth from Hawaii. It finally stopped raining. Thank
Finally
the
stopped
Lord.
raining. But it is warm, as you can see. Your girl is moist back here.
LOL.
Because it's still warm. Everybody loves you.
Oh, we love
thank
you.
We love you too.
Oh, thanks for the let's get some thumbs up, you guys.
Thumbs up, like
Let's
the
get some more
live.
likes
It's like 33. That's
on
not
the
too
live.
bad. That's not too
You guys
bad.
show some love. Go ahead and hit that like button.
33.
If you want to see what's underneath this towel, hit that like button.
33 is, or 33, 36, a little, at least it's above freezing.
It's right.
I feel like that's the
okay.
requirement for Wisconsin.
Just
Mhm.
barely.
Just barely above freezing, but
Just
it is above
barely.
snowing and freezing rain.
Yes.
Well, sending you warmth and
Sending
tropical
warmth and
warmness from
vibes.
Hawaii because that is cold.
It
Mhm.
is cold.
I feel like the coldest it's been since we've been here, which we got here in August, it got down to 58 degrees one night.
Yeah, and that's like the dead of the night, the
Fahrenheit.
coldest part of the day.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining.
Yeah. What's up,
Hey,
guys?
if
Yes, if you don't know.
And today we're talking about how to get married in 2026. So stay tuned. Stay to
How
the
to get
end.
married in 2026.
Hey, Audrey.
We know you guys want to know how to get married.
So go ahead and hit that like button, especially if you want to see what's underneath this towel.
If you want to see what's under that towel.
We need 5 likes before we reveal the towel.
The next 2 months. Yeah, no.
Oh, right. It's going to be a long winter, y'all.
Yeah, they said winter here technically ends in March, but I don't know what that means. You know, does that mean March is going to be like where it starts to warm up? I don't know. We'll see.
They say, what
You're
are you
only
doing?
10.
We're
Well,
doing
welcome
hair
in.
today.
I can't get married. Well, you can hold on to these tips for when you can get married.
Exactly. We're doing marriage tips. We're doing how to get married this year in 2026. That's what we're doing.
How to get
today.
married in 2026.
Hello, Boom. Hey, Scar. Yes, my boo behind my back. Go ahead and subscribe to her too.
What's up, guys?
Sorry, love.
It's all right, boo. I feel like this area is not actually the best for the microphones.
I had to move it to the strap.
I feel like the strap is actually the best place.
Also, oh my God, we almost got 5 likes. Yes. So we need 5 likes.
Let's get 5 likes if you're in
what's
our marriage, our get married series.
Marriage secrets. We just need one more like to reveal the towel.
Oh yay, we got one more like to reveal the towel.
To reveal the towel. We're gonna take this.
You guys gonna love seeing up under there.
This hair.
I like.
Thanks for
Thank you for liking Helena's and
We need 5 likes in each chat. We need one more.
5 likes. Dang, somebody took their like back. Now, why would you take the like back?
No.
Right?
So it's all about the body when you guys got married. So literally 3 years on January 11th, there'll be 3 years we got married. And that's what makes us qualified. Oh, we are the happiest Black women you know because we are lesbians who chose freedom by building an off-grid life in Hawaii.
Tap in, lock in.
Like the live. We need
like
5
the live. Like the live.
We need 10 likes.
Come on.
We need 10 likes.
I did like and subscribe. Thank you so much.
Thank you for liking and subscribing.
Thank you. Thank you for the support. We really appreciate it.
We need one more like in this live to do the towel reveal.
Come on.
See what's underneath this towel. Shout out to Jay. Got them 6 likes already.
6 likes. 6 likes.
Thank you. Woo! You guys are pretty too.
You guys are beautiful. Thanks for checking in.
Yes. Not them taking your likes away.
I know. Why do y'all keep doing that? Yay! Take it off.
Take it off. You gotta take it off. You're the
take it off.
You gotta take it off. You gotta take it off. You gotta take it off. Woo! Freshly washed, you guys. This is what is underneath the hair. This is my hair. I just washed it.
What underneath?
It's what
it feels soft and nice.
Thank you. So while you guys are waiting, add in the chat. What do you think? Who's getting married in 2026?
Who's getting married in 2026? Who even wants to get married? Let's know. Let's start there in the chat. Before we even get married in 2026, let us know if you want to get married. One of my live viewers said they're 10, and that's not what they're trying to do.
They're 10, LOL. That's true.
They're 10.
So if you want to get married in 2026, put a W in the chat.
Put a W. Drop that W.
Drop that W in the chat
LOL.
if you want to be married
in
2026.
My mom, my uncle. LOL. Well, then if it's your mom and your uncle, you can go tell them what they said, but I'm warning you now. They might be a little bit upset if you know this knowledge. But W, they put
W-A-W. Y'all serious. Y'all serious about getting married, y'all.
Y'all serious.
LOL. I'm so happy we are celebrating 3 years.
So happy we're celebrating 3 years, y'all. This month, too.
This month. Literally in how many days?
What's today? The 5th? I think like 5 more days. Thanks for that subscribe.
Thanks for the sub. Hey, we get them notifications. W's in the chat. I think it's next Sunday.
Yeah.
The 11th of January. 3 years of marriage.
Can I see your balloon? LOL. I think they mean my chest balloons.
LOL.
No, you may not see my.
Yes, we are doing hair. Damn, and giving marriage advice.
Doing hair and giving
marriage advice.
It's lagging for me. I know. You guys got to tell YouTube. They have it like if you watch our lives, like sometimes I post a part 2, and I only post a part 2 because it does me so dirty on live, y'all. It literally will end my live in midstream. It's like 7 times. It sucks. It's really affecting my views. It's affecting everything. So
thanks for that.
I really appreciate you guys being here. Thanks for liking the live. I don't know why it's doing that. I sent feedback. No one cares. I made sure my version was up to date. Like,
we are great.
I don't know what's going on with it, but that is what's going on.
That's aside. Yes, we are lesbian. What time is it in Hawaii? It is 12:14 in the afternoon.
So this is noon. And if you guys don't know, we go live at this time every single Tuesday, every single Saturday, and every single Sunday at this time. So if you need help remembering, go ahead and tap the notification bell so you don't have to miss it. Okay. Tap the notification bell. It's 4:00 for you. So now you know. 4:00 your time, Becca. Becca's in Wisconsin. So if you're in the Midwest, it's 4:00 for you.
Right. Shout out to Russia in the chat.
Russia.
LOL. I don't know. You got to define in the chat what a balloon is.
But if it's what we think it is, obviously
no. So yeah, we are doing hair and telling you how to get married in 2026 because some of y'all are misguided.
Some of y'all don't know what y'all doing, and we tired of seeing it.
Hot take. Y'all aren't married.
Holders, baby?
Oh, they're right up there. What is your biggest hot take about people who want to get married and aren't married? And why?
Some of y'all think y'all and say y'all want to get married, but you don't actually. Because if you wanted to get married, y'all wouldn't be behaving and showing up the way you do.
Ain't that the truth? I agree. I feel like I see the hearts in the chat. They agree. They agree. Some of y'all say you want to get married, but you spending every Saturday night. And y'all spend
either
it
at home or with your friends who also are completely and totally unserious about marriage or relationships.
Right. Or your friends who is married and just tagging along, being their third wheel.
Thinking they married your marriage.
Thinking you a part of their marriage.
Secretly telling her to leave her husband.
Shout out to Caucasus in Azerbaijan.
I don't know where that's
at.
Croatia in the house. Tap in.
Azerbaijan in the house. Croatia in the house. We got Caucasians in the chat.
We got Caucasians
in the chat.
From the Caucasus Mountains.
From the Caucasus Mountains.
Yes.
The original Caucasians.
The original Caucs.
But yeah, so what's your biggest question about getting married? So you can add them in the chat.
Chat. Oh, we should maybe make a Q&A.
Yeah,
let's see if Q&A working today.
Let's see if Q&A will work because we're trying to help y'all get booed up.
It's definitely
not working. Okay. So put your biggest question about how to get married in the chat.
Can you make it nice for me, the camera angle?
Yeah, of course.
Well, it could be on both of us. That works.
Does that work?
That
right
works.
Here?
Okay. Hey, what's up?
Yeah, so if you got a marriage question, put it in the chat because we're gonna answer it. We're answering marriage questions while doing our hair in Hawaii. Life is dangerous. People is so bad.
Some people are bad, but if you're attracting a series of bad people, you got to look at yourself.
That's so true. And it's like, I feel like I'm glad you said this because I don't know. What's your gender, Shakai? LOL. Someone said I need my hair done too. Silk press, you heard. Period.
I need my hair done too, sister girl. That's why we doing this today. If we don't sit down and do it, ain't nobody coming. Ain't nobody showing up at that door with the perfect hair products and comb,
right?
Saying, let me take care of this for you.
Sorry, Becca. She says she in Wisconsin, but she's originally from Portugal.
Well, welcome in from Portugal.
¿Cómo estáis?
¿Cómo estáis? I know, I do not know. Obviously, we know nothing about Portuguese.
We know nothing about Portuguese. We learned Spanish. Oh, shout out. We the happiest Black women you know, because we are lesbians who
right now. Give the live a thumbs up and make sure you're subscribed to both of our channels.
Exactly. Subscribe to both of our channels. You can see them on our channel page. Oh, holla for hi. Okay, holla, Becca. Holla from Portugal. So we're taking marriage questions because we're about to celebrate 3 years of marriage.
3 years of marriage.
So drop your questions in the chat. We're going to be live until my hair is completely done.
In case you were wondering.
So back to the marriage question or your marriage problem being you don't trust nobody. That is so real. And I feel like as women, they get it too, because it's like they go on the dating apps and they're like, am I going to meet a serial killer?
Yeah. The dating apps are hell. The dating apps are a terrible place to be, and everyone knows it. Unless you're trying to hook up, then they're great. But if you want more than that, I think marriage is a hard reach on the dating apps. But I don't know. I feel like I've also met people who said that they got on that dating app and met their wife, their person.
Put a W in the chat if you found your boo from a dating app.
Or if you think your boo might be on a dating app, because I think that's real. Because I feel like my first tip, what's up if you guys don't know,
we're the happiest Black women you know, because we are lesbians who chose freedom by building an off-grid life in Hawaii. Hello, not Becca, put a W in the chat.
Yes, Becca.
Becca found her boo on, for her mom. Her mom, your mom found her husband or her boo on the dating app.
Yeah, I mean, it's different for everybody, you know? I feel like, so my first real tip is actually that you kind of have to go with your intuition. You know what I mean? Because I feel like for me, I intuitively, truly, this is my truth. I was like, I had done some time on the dating apps. And honestly, they all ended up in just like a one night hookup. And frankly, a one night hookup that I didn't even really want, you know what I mean? Because I knew I wanted more. And also I personally feel like when you have relations as an adult, I know I personally cannot I don't have good relations with just a one night stand. You know what I mean? I just don't. I don't know. I know a lot of people do. It's not about anything other than the connection is, if it turns sexual, it's just not good for me. You know, I don't know. It takes me a while to open up like that. So that's my truth, that I don't have good one night stands. So that was a huge motivation. And it was also like the last hookup, honestly, I was just like, you know what? I'm pretty sure my person is not online.
Right.
I was like, I know that, you know, and it was like, I just kind of knew where they weren't, because I feel like I started with places and things that I wasn't trying to do anymore. You know what I mean? So I was like, they're obviously not on the dating app because I'm not trying to have a one night stand anymore. And that's what they're trying to do on the dating app. And then I was like, they're not at a bar or club per se either, because that's not where I like to go on the weekends. So I first started to think about places where I would like to go and potentially would want to hang out or meet with somebody who was there. You know what I mean? It's like, so if you're a bar type of person, this is no shade to you. Your person might be at the bar. You know what I mean? But I am not a bar type of person. So to me, it didn't make sense that my wife was going to be there, because that's not where I like to be at on the weekend. So I didn't want to date somebody where that was where they wanted to be.
Exactly. You got to think about where you want to be. We got a lot of chats. Don't worry, we're going to get to all of your chats.
Yes, everybody drop what your thoughts, what about what we're saying. If you think we're crazy and don't know what we're talking about, we want to hear it all.
Exactly. So we got someone in your chat asking, how did we become lesbian? And we also got a lot of talk of cheating in my chat. Someone said if CB, which I think they should talk about Chris Brown. If Chris Brown walked there right now, they both gonna cheat. She gonna cheat.
LOL. I'm not gonna cheat. What?
So somebody know you in this chat.
Let me tell y'all something. If Chris Brown was right here, I am not gonna cheat. Now, what I will do is ask him for a couple dollars
LOL.
so that me and my boo could go out and have a nice dinner tonight. But I ain't gonna cheat for Chris Brown.
LOL. Shout out to
if he got a couple dollars, he willing to let your girl hold because I'm trying to do something special for my boo. Okay, Chris Brown ain't getting none of this. I ain't even Chris Brown type. What's that little girl he running around with?
I don't know who that. Oh, I don't know. You know her. You know her name.
I forgot her name. No, I really
Karachi or something.
No, not Karuchi. Good girl. Karuchi done left Chris for Deion Sanders, and I don't normally like too huge age gap, but I feel like they're at the perfect age. 35. It doesn't matter about age gap anymore. You can date whoever you want, and I'm gonna be straight up. If Deion Sanders came and took my girl, my feelings would be capital H, capital U, capital R, capital T. I forgot what his name was in his heyday. All I know is I don't want Deion Sanders sniffing nowhere around my camp, okay? Because that's Mr. Steal Your Girl.
LOL. So we gonna talk more about cheating. We gonna talk about cheating and why that's preventing y'all from staying married. But look,
or getting married.
We are the happiest Black women you know because we are lesbians who chose freedom by building an off-grid life in Hawaii.
If any of my our men subs are watching, please tell us what Deion Sanders' name used to be in his heyday, and if you would want him around your girl, because I already know the answer around here. Mr. Deion Sanders, you cannot cut. You don't even need to be in Hawaii. So yeah, she karate chop with him now. She done moved on from Chris Brown, and by judging by the looks, he is not finna get her back. That's over with.
Period. Shout out to Brazil.
I'm a man. I have a girlfriend and I don't cheat. LOL, hey, Becca, you trolling.
Okay, Becca.
You done been a man, you done been 10, and you done been here for your mom. But I'm here for it.
So people got questions about cheating. People got questions about being scared.
Okay, boo. You know I can't see nothing. You lead us.
No, I'm just reminding us. So we asked the chat who getting married in 2026, what their marriage questions are. We got cheating. Obviously, y'all are scared because there's cheating and there's thinking people are serial killers and not trusting nobody.
You can't think everybody's a serial killer. I mean, and it's like, you need to trust yourself that you're not going to attract a serial killer.
Exactly.
And then also, it's like, if you really don't know, then you just need to do some public dates.
Right.
There's places that you can go in public, and he can't. It's really unlikely that he's going to try to he's going to unalive you in public.
Or he
or she will unalive you in public, but that's really unlikely to happen, guys.
Yeah.
I feel like, you got to remember with the news and the media, that stuff happens, but it doesn't happen as often as it works out. You know what I mean? The news and the media is only going to report on the one time it went bad. They're not reporting on all of the times that it went perfectly fine. Most people don't want to hurt anybody. They just want to get their rocks off.
That's so true. And it's like, I feel like my first advice is like, first of all, if you want to get married in 2026, your mindset about people needs to be loving.
Period.
You need to feel a loving attitude towards people. I feel like both of us, when we met, we were inviting strangers into our home.
It's true.
Assuming love and positivity from people.
Yeah.
If we were, and it was like, once we got together,
then we closed up.
We closed up, but you got to be in a place of openness for real. Because how you gonna meet your boo if you think if you still are a child thinking about stranger danger? You a whole adult. Did you ask if your college roommate was a serial killer?
And it's so funny because my sister, shout out to her, definitely had like an adult fear of kidnapping. And it was finally like, for y'all who are 35 scared that y'all gonna get kidnapped, Y'all can let that go. You're not a child.
Go ahead and get that protection if that's what you want.
Get you some pepper spray, you know, all of those things that make women feel protected. You know, I see all kinds of like little kits online with like knives and pepper spray and the claws. You know, if you feel like that's going to help you be safe, it's okay. You had to leave, Becca. Thanks for coming back.
Yeah. Welcome back.
Just go ahead and get all of the things that you need to feel safe. It's like, oh, well, if I'm going to work out, I want to go and I want to get some cute workout clothes. And it's like, if that's what you need to tell yourself that you're going to go to the gym every day, just go get the damn workout clothes. One thing we've been doing is taking things off a pedestal. Mm-hmm. And this is another tip. You know, if you've ever seen 40-Year-Old Virgin, when I first watched it, I didn't know what he was saying when he was like, you putting that punani on a pedestal. And it was like, I didn't know what he meant. You know what I mean? But if you have it in your head, because we were right, had no business watching that movie. Right. But what he means is like, you're making it something that's unattainable, but it's not actually unattainable. It's something that people going out and getting every single day, barely even trying. So the minute you accept it and change it in your mind as something that you can do with ease, you start immediately getting better results. You have to believe it's possible.
Exactly. Because it's like, you can't be scared. Like, you can't, I understand you don't trust nobody, but I feel like that's just not true.
Right.
Y'all, and these are the blockers. Y'all aren't ready. So be so for real. Or do you really want to be married in 2020?
And that's why the first tip is, some of y'all be saying y'all ready to get married, but you're not ready to get married. You know, because being married is more than just you want to have consistent, you know what, with somebody.
Exactly.
You want to get laid on a regular basis. Like, you have to be willing to ready to merge your life with somebody.
Exactly. So if you don't know, we are the happiest Black women you know, because we are lesbians who chose freedom by building an off-grid life in Hawaii. And today we are talking about how to get married in 2026. Hit that thumbs up.
So you guys can know how to get your boo.
And drop your marriage questions in the chat, because we are answering them all.
And some of y'all keep going to bed in the cold.
Yes, keep dropping your marriage questions in the chat, because we are answering them all. We about to help you get married in 2026. Add your marriage questions in the chat. You guys are amazing, chat.
You guys are amazing. Thanks for locking in. Thanks for tapping in. Make sure you stop what you're doing right now. Go ahead and like the live. Give us a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please make sure you go ahead and subscribe
to both of our channels
from us in Palermo and at night. Shout out to Palermo.
Someone asked, will we marry them? No, because we are married. We've been married 3 years in a week. LOL. Now someone said, I saw y'all stealing from Walmart. Y'all funny in the chat.
LOL. We do not steal from Walmart.
No, I wouldn't. Right. LOL.
If we stole from Walmart, a lot of shit around this cabin would look different.
Period. He's in timeout. Thank you, chat. I'm so glad we put him in timeout, y'all. Thank you. Yes, we gonna look good with our hair done. Hey, oh my God, you guys are showing so much love
and support. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. We are nice. Thanks for noticing.
Thank you. Hit that like button. Let's see if we can get to 30 likes.
Hit 30 likes.
Run it up, chat. Hey, shout out to Massachusetts. Hey Steve for life
at Steve L.
So hot take. So we already talked about, y'all need to let go of that stranger danger and get out in that world.
If you're not 10, you're not about to get kidnapped going on a date. You're about to get
exactly,
and that's what you want, ain't it?
Exactly. LOL. But yeah, we are in Hawaii, so we are legally gay married in the U.S.
Legally gay married.
Which
is why y'all should believe and subscribe to us, because no shade, but a lot of these other lesbian creators are not married, even if they long-time girlfriends, and it's a completely different commitment. Just saying.
Yes.
No shade to anyone, but also, yeah.
That's so true. We are from Hawaii.
Hawaii.
So, first, I think knowing who you even want to marry in the first place is a key to get married in 2026 too.
Yes.
And that's to everything. What kind of person, what kind of a gender, you know, because not some people haven't got married because they're closeted.
My next tip is that you should have a list together. And hold on for what I'm about to say. Because some of y'all gonna make a list talking about I want them to be tall, dark skin, black, green eyes, have a 6-figure job. You know what I mean? And y'all just be making all kinds of outlandish lists and expectations for somebody. First, you need to make a list of how you want to feel when you're with this person. How do you want your person to make you feel? Do you want to feel safe? Do you want to feel secure? Do you want to feel love? Do you want all of those things? You need to make a list just based on that, on how you want your person to make you feel.
Period.
You want to feel like we can go on an adventure together. Want to feel like we love each other all the time. I want to feel like they're the sweetest person in my life. You know, I want to feel valued. You know, you need to write down a list of words that are feeling words, not words that are looks or physical words. They need to be feeling words. How you want this person to make you feel.
I love that, because while I had that physical attribute list, once I met my boo and saw how she made me feel, I knew she was
time out. Insert for a story time, y'all. I got to tell y'all this. She already know what I'm about to tell y'all. So first of all, we were friends at this point, but while we were friends, we were also obviously crushing on each other. Or I felt like we were
definitely crushing on each other hard.
So she was in the back, and in her defense, I do feel like she was kind of mad because she was jelly because one of the other friends we was hanging out with had a little crush. But this girl proceeds to tell me what her list is.
LOL.
Her list is like 6 feet tall or something ridiculous.
Right. For a woman, which is crazy.
6 feet.
Wasn't even at the Atlanta Dream game.
Yeah, 6 feet tall. And honestly, I don't even remember what everything was in the list, but it was basically everything that I wasn't. So I'm sitting she in the back spouting off all this stuff. I'm sitting in the back like, well, shit, we ain't gonna never get together.
Exactly.
I ain't gonna grow 6 feet overnight, you know. But anyway, so those physical attributes are just
you're right. Nobody be following them. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up. Stop what you're doing right now. Hit that thumbs up. Stop what you're doing right now and subscribe to our channel.
Both of them.
And drop marriage questions in the chats. But I feel like what mattered though is that at least I had a list. It meant that I was serious about marriage. You know what I mean?
It's true.
I feel like, so just make a list, because I still found my wife with the list. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
But I 100% agree. Physical characteristics are so not for real.
No,
like they're so superficial.
They're superficial.
I've literally never dated a woman over 6 foot tall. Literally all of those characteristics.
And y'all, it's like I'm 5'3". And she talking about I want somebody 6 feet tall. I was like, well, then I need to go ahead and be with my crush in the Front Street then, because you're tripping.
What I really wanted was someone who made me feel safe and protected, and that's what she did. And height, it doesn't have to do with that. She was packing. She also was packing. No, she was packing, y'all.
I had the Thule on me.
LOL. Yo, chat asking, do you know how to speak Italian?
No, I don't know how to speak Italian.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
Tagliatelle. I don't know what that is. Penne.
Penne. Rigatoni.
Period. Hello, chat.
Macaroni in there.
Yeah, so I feel like, put a W in the chat if
you get married in 2026. Put a W in the chat.
And it's okay if you don't know, or that you don't even know somebody yet, because the year that we got married, I knew I wanted to get married, but I was not dating anyone.
She was with a whole nother girl.
He was another person who definitely wasn't checking anything off of the list. She was, because one thing that was a non-negotiable was living with parents, but obviously and I was breaking that rule. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we all broke rules.
LOL. We grew up in the USA. I'm like in the chat. Someone said Australian. Someone said we sound Australian in the chat. What do we sound like in the chat?
Well, that's unlikely.
I know, right? No. It's a quick reset.
Y'all breaking rules right now.
Breaking rules. Hey. Quick reset. We are the happiest Black women you know because we are lesbians who chose freedom by building an off-grid life in Hawaii.
Make sure you guys like the live. Make sure you guys subscribe. You guys don't know, we go live every single Tuesday, Saturday, and Sunday. So if you don't want to miss a minute, you got to make sure you hit that notification bell so you can know every single time.
Every single time. So they said we sound like we're from the Midwest. We were in Minnesota
just spent time
this
in the
year.
Midwest. Yeah.
We picked up the accent, and we're not AI. We're not
LOL. But that means we said we good. Yeah, and it also means our tag is landing.
Hey,
what's up, guys? Thanks for tapping in. Make sure you like the live. Stop what you're doing and hit that thumbs up button. Yes.
Thumbs up.
So
we talk about how to get married in 2026. I
think that's a tip, though. Is it's like while you'll have that list, I'm not a perfect person. There's nothing in this world I wouldn't do. Y'all know that song? Flo Milli did that little ditty. But yeah, there's not a perfect person. That's my other tip. Like,
thanks for the like and subscribe.
You're gonna make that list. And then you have to accept that there's going to be people who don't check off every single box because some of it doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? And while I said ignore the attraction words, like, don't mistake me. Like, you have to be attracted to your wife or your husband, whatever the hell you out here trying to get. We out here trying to help y'all get married. So it applies to anything. I'm not saying forget about attraction because you can't have a successful relationship where you're not worried with somebody you're not attracted to. But I'm just saying that sometimes we all have a list and we all want the most fine person we could find when we go out. You know what I mean? But the truth is those are not always the best people for you to be in a relationship with. So, you got to be open. I'm not saying compromise or settle. I'm saying be open.
Open. We got a really good question in the chat for you, Boo.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Someone said, I'm 26 and not married. Should I be worried?
Yeah, you should be worried.
Yes.
Fun fact, on our first hangout as friends, I was like, I love being single. I ain't worried about getting nobody. I ain't worried. I'm young and hot. And Miss Thing right here was like, you ain't that young. You definitely need to be worried. And I was like,
and guess what age was? Tell them what age you were when I said that.
27.
Period. So if you're 26, you got this 2026, you gonna get married.
So at 26, you definitely need to be worried. And not worried as in it won't happen, but it's an active task. Yeah. It's an active mission to get married. So it's not just going to happen. Unfortunately, it would be nice. I would have liked it too. It would be nice if your boo just got a message one day and knew that you was going to be at 2654 Wallaby Way. And if they show up at 3 p.m. with flowers in hand, you're going to be there ready to marry them. Unfortunately, the world don't work like that.
It don't. It don't. So, and let's talk about why you should be worried if you're not married at 26. So I'll talk about it. So one, if you're literally just waking up today years old, being like, you know what, let me think about getting married. You got a long list of things to do. First of all, you need to make sure you're looking good. That's why we doing hair on this live stream, because being desirable and attractive is a big part of getting married.
And staying married.
So if you haven't been doing an active dating life, you ain't been paying attention to your appearance. When's the last time you did your nails? and I'm not talking about at the nail salon, just even did a little buff and file at home. When's the last time you got your hair done? Because unmarried singles be looking raggedy.
It's true.
It's so like when they're not marriage oriented and trying to get married this year.
And then it's like you got to really be on top of it, because I'm probably a couple of years, but I had been, honestly, if you're a lesbian, you already know what I'm about to say. I was straight girl dating, which means I was really just falling in love with my friends, letting my heart get broke. So, but I wasn't serious though. So the minute I got serious, I was like, all right, well, I'm going out to this lesbian event so I can meet somebody, some gays, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I really did my best to look as good as I possibly could, y'all. But the truth is, I was out of practice on looking good and looking ready and presentable. So another story time from the first time we met. I had done everything I could, but I finally lifted my arms up. And again, Miss Thing was like, so do you just not shave?
Oh, no, she had a whole carpet underneath her arms, which now that's cool. You know what I mean? And it was cool then too. I'm into that kind of stuff. But
she like a crunchy.
I like a crunchy granola. I ain't gonna lie.
But I was not trying to give granola that day.
Yeah,
and that was why it was an issue. I was definitely trying to give ATL patty, not granola. And I dropped the ball because I was so out of practice.
Exactly. So you need about at least a solid 90 days to just get your physical together.
Yeah.
Before you even feel confident to make that new dating profile app with them photos.
Right.
And then once you need about a year to even find your boo and get married.
Yep.
And then you want some time to have fun before you have them kids.
Yeah.
So that's why at 26 you should be worried. 26, but it's okay. You are now focused.
This is where the worried people need to be.
You in the right place.
You doing the research.
You doing the research. Okay. Thanks for all the people who say we're beautiful. Y'all are beautiful too. Bless. Y'all stay blessed too. Someone said find you someone that loves you. Exactly. So, some negativity. Someone said marriages don't last more than 10 years max.
That's not true.
Tripping.
My parents been married 40 plus years. Honestly, I'm gonna give you the real, the skinny, the tea. My parents been married so long, they don't even know how long they've been married for real, because they stopped celebrating anniversaries and everything. So they literally do not know how long they have been married. They've been married so long and they don't care. So marriages absolutely last more. And which leads us to our next tip. If you don't believe in marriage and you don't believe that it can work, it's not going to work. You have to believe that it can work. You have to believe that there's somebody out there faithful for you. And going back to the cheating one, because I used to have that fear and concern too. But I remember my brother, who was married, has been married for like 10 years. My brother was like, so are you going to sit here and tell me that out of all 15 billion people on the world, you think it's not one other person like you who doesn't cheat? If that's your outlook and that's how you think about dating and marriage, I'm sorry, but you're never going to get married. Your life is going to continue to stay average. You're going to continue to be unhappy. You are not going to attract the love of your life out here thinking that everybody out here is going to cheat, do you wrong, or do you dirty. You have to let that go.
I gotta let it go.
Leave that.
That was at 4444. Boo.
Yeah.
It's about to be a 444 again.
It's a divine truth.
Divine truth.
You cannot be out here thinking everybody gonna cheat and hurt on you. You got to let that go. And all men don't cheat either. We ain't finna male bash this whole live stream either. All men don't cheat. If that's the kind of stuff you walk around telling yourself, you're gonna stay single.
Period.
All the men you like cheat. And that's what you need to work on. But all men don't cheat.
Exactly. Especially
all women don't cheat.
Especially if you come from a family of divorced parents, you're going to have all this negativity about marriage. You got to let that go. You are not your parents.
No.
You are not your parents. You are not your auntie. You are not your cousin. You are not your grandma. You're not your grandpa. You are getting married in 2026. You are getting married in 2026. Period. Becca says her mom's parents have been married for 60 years. Period. Becca.
People stay married.
Again, add your marriage questions.
Y'all talking about these stars and celebs, and let's just go ahead and call it what it is. Not trying to be ugly, but stars and celebs are prostitutes, and that's part of why it's hard for their marriage to work out and last. Because if you have to go to work and your job that day is to kiss on and lick on and suck on somebody else, no, it's not. Grind on will I am. No, it's all have come to idolize and look up to be getting divorced. It's not because anything's wrong with people in marriage, but if you go, like I said, if you going to work and you going to kiss on Time's finest man of the year, your partner gonna have a little bit of issue with that, even if they say they don't. They feeling something about that.
They feeling something. Just to reset, we the happiest Black women you know,
because we are lesbians who chose freedom by building an off-grid life in Hawaii. And today we telling y'all, baby, you gotta hold that head.
Sorry, boo.
Today we telling y'all
how to get married in 2026. We ringed up. We married.
And that's how we're experts.
Exactly. We got celebrate 3 years. Drop your marriage questions in the chat. We gonna answer. Okay, they asked, are we married? Yes, we are married. Thank you. We love we queens. Other shout out to off critters in the chat, and another person talking about cheating. So we gonna keep talking about cheating. Shout out to Papua New Guinea. Someone said, I don't see a ring on your finger. We done shown them rings, y'all. LOL. Someone laughed at the carpet. Again, drop your marriage questions in the chat.
It's true. It was a carpet, y'all. I wish I was lying, but I feel like I'm just being real though. That's how out of practice I was. And I have a sister who stays on my neck about making sure my hair done, making sure I'm shaved, teaching me how to look presentable, because if y'all don't know, I'm from the South.
Period.
So appearance is incredibly important to me and my family. You know what I mean?
Look good.
Gotta look good. Always has been. So it was no reason for me to be out there with them armpits looking like carpets, but there I was.
There she was,
smiling big, talking about I want to get somebody.
Period. They said period. Short marriages sound like a personal problem. Exactly. Y'all ain't got the mindset ready to be married. It's all
the mindset. It's all in the mindset. It really, really is.
Yes, shout out. Yes, we Black lesbians. Yes, we married. Someone said I cheat and don't get caught. Please stay out of the dating pool.
Right.
Don Corleone. And even that name sound a mess.
LOL. I done cheated.
You know, get out of this marriage pool.
I done cheated on an ex and not got caught, and I still feel a little bit bad, just a little bit though.
Right. Leave these people alone out here trying to find their spouse. Okay?
LOL. My ex is like, was it me, Jesus? Yes. LOL.
Someone said people need to understand that cheating is haram. What is haram? You gotta
I feel like haram is good. And you know what? That's the perfect example of somebody who, unless you want to be in a poly relationship, you don't need to be with them because they're telling you how they feel right up front. So once you get to the point where you start dating, my next tip is you just got to listen. And you'll know if these people crazy serial killers or whatever. They'll get on. People can't hide who they are. So if they somebody you don't need to be around, they gonna make it known. That's why you got to trust yourself.
Oh, someone in your chat says if y'all were going to a restaurant, who paying?
Well, when we first started dating, we both paid. It depends.
She paid a lot.
In my opinion, it depends on who. For gays, I would say it depends on who asks who on a date. You can't ask nobody on a date and then talking about, oh, you ain't bring your wallet. Period. So if I ask you out on a date, then I'm going to pay.
And you know she loves me because one time I sure did ask her out on a date and forgot my wallet. And I never forget my wallet. Like it wasn't even some kind of test, nothing. And she paid for me so quickly. I was so happy.
I didn't even think about it.
I completely
At that point, we were dating for a while, so it was nothing to me. I'm gonna spend if I got it, I'm gonna spend the money on my boo. It ain't like it ain't tricking if you got it. And if you already my girl, my boo, why would I'm gonna spend it all on you. I gave Addie my whole check when we first got married, and that was a really big deal to me because that was our first like financial trust thing. And like I said, I think I told y'all in the live before because I was like, I don't know about this. Now this sounds crazy. And I had asked my mom about it, and my mom was like, you need to trust that girl. And I was like, all
Aw,
right. So I
shout
listened
out
to
to
my mama,
mom.
and my mama did not lead me astray.
I was to be trusted.
And
It's almost 25, and most women my age focused on all the wrong things. I'ma just be the cool uncle with the dogs.
no,
No, this
no.
we get married in 2026. Put a W in the chat if you get married in 2026.
And it's okay if you've been focusing on the wrong things. That's why we're telling you in the live right now what to focus on.
He said most women his age are focused on the wrong thing. You need to let that go.
And then it's also like, well, then be open to dating somebody older, because I feel like older relationships can work. I feel like as long as you are a mature person yourself and you know that you're not, being manipulated, or know when you are being manipulated and stuff, then go ahead and date somebody older who does know how to have your speed. We have a age gap. It's small.
We got an age gap,
but it's big enough to where I know that I also, that's also something I knew about my person, if I'm being 100% real with you. A fun fact about Jay is, like, I'm the youngest of four, but my siblings have an age gap. So my oldest sibling closest to me is 4 years. And then the one after that is like 10 years. And then the one after that is like 13 years. So I share that because my truth is that I've always been around older people.
Mm-hmm.
So I've always been slightly more mature than people my age.
Mm-hmm.
Only one of my exes, really only one person that I dated was younger than me.
Mm-hmm.
So I just knew that it was unlikely that my person was younger than me. You know what I mean? Because I had a time where I was hanging out with younger girls, because I feel like when I was about 25, 24, I had met some friends who were in their really early 20s, so like 19, 20, 21. And I had a lot of fun hanging out with them. But when it came to like real life, we just were such different levels that even though they were friends because I had a crush on them. I told you I was straight girl dating. So
when a lesbian got a crush on you and she your friend, that's the best friend in the world.
It's so true. It's so true. And I was being a great friend to those girls. But when we would have real conversations, and this is an example. This is when I knew I could not be taking them girls seriously. I remember this is when I was at like one of the peak moments in my career. And one of them called me at like 7:00 in the morning. And they were like, oh my God, girl, what are you doing up this time of morning? And I was like, bitch, I'm at work. What are you talking about? The whole world is up right now. It's 7 a.m. It was on like a Tuesday.
Right.
So that's a thing. You might be too mature for the girls your age or the boys your age, whatever you've got going on. So you might need to date older, date up. That's the response to that.
Exactly. So going back to the chat again, keep dropping in your marriage questions. Oh, we got a new one over here. What's the major difference between dating men and dating a woman? Are men more controlling in your view? I don't even know. I mean, we will get to that later. Stick around, because we're trying to help people get married, and we're married to women. We are each married to women. Mm-hmm. Or unless you want to answer, do you want to answer that?
I mean, I can start it. I feel like for me, I don't think I've actively dated. Well, I know I haven't actively dated any men. I've had guys that I hung out with, though. And now that what I know about dating, sex, and relationships, they were absolutely hanging out with me, hoping that more would happen. Mm-hmm. So that being said, I don't think it has anything to do with those things for me. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I feel like we just had this conversation last night. I personally do not find a lot of men that I'm attracted to. That's just my truth. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I also told y'all, like, I can't even have typically I don't have successful one night stands, as in I don't like connecting with anybody like that. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I feel like for both of us, like as far as the personality goes, like if we connect with you, we connect with you. And I probably wouldn't connect or be attracted to no man who was like super controlling, trying to control me,
Yeah.
But as far as like a difference in dating men and women, I mean, besides the obvious, I don't really see a difference.
Yeah. That's a really good point, because I was going to say, so I have dated men in the past, and I was going to say it really isn't that much of a difference one-on-one. It's like in the world it's different, and I don't think men are more controlling at all. I think women can be just as toxic masculinity or whatever, like, but one-on-one it's the same. We're all people. We were just talking about like the human body, and it's like men and women are more alike than they're different. So thanks for asking the question.
Hope we answered it in a way that you can understand.
Yeah, let us know if you got follow-ups. LOL. Thank you for all of the positive feedbacks. Hey Aubrey, yes, of course I remember you. Shout out to like Algeria
in the house.
LOL. Someone says F
hey,
marriage. Hey,
what's up, Willie man? Poppin'.
Welcome back.
Welcome. It's been a while. So glad you here. If you guys don't know, we are the happiest Black women you know, because we are lesbians who chose freedom by building an off-grid life in Hawaii.
Hit that thumbs up.
Hit that thumbs up.
Stop what you're doing and hit that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe. Subscribe to both of our channels.
Because today we telling you guys how to get a wife in 2026.
Yeah, put a W in the chat if you get married in 2026.
Drop that W.
Oh,
Allie, somebody who getting married in 2026. Well, maybe not 2026.
Well, do you have your date yet, Allie? We talking about we helping these people get married in 2026. Let us know if you decided this year if you getting married. Someone said F marriage, and again, the mindset, y'all
that's somebody who you do not want to go on a date with because they are not serious about marriage. And it's really that they probably have accepted it. That's why we talk about mindset is important, because that person who said F marriage, they probably want to get married, but they done told themselves that so many lies and things that prevent them from believing that they're capable, but they are capable. So to that person who said F marriage, when you finally have the time to look deeper within yourself and decide that you don't want to be single forever, you can get married.
You can.
There's somebody out there for you.
When you're ready to get married, you got to let that F marriage go.
Yes. No date yet. That's all right, Al. Keep on shining. We gonna do it, Willie man. You do the same thing, bro. Thanks for tapping in. Thanks for being a mod. Happy to see you.
Thanks for being the mods. We love our mods.
And thanks for tapping in, Al. Nice to see you too. Now, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button before y'all go,
button.
Give me that thumbs up. Y'all know I need it. I need it. I need it.
And go ahead, share the live.
Share the live. Share the live. To share it with all your single friends who need to hear this. So excited to be married. You should be. Marriage is beautiful.
Yes. Feel free to help us answer these questions.
Yeah, marriage is beautiful.
Jessica says, you said that's so true that they will show themselves. Yes.
Yeah, they gonna show themselves. You don't even have to be afraid. You don't have to be worried about if somebody likes you just for your booty or whatever. They can't hide it.
I can help the chat. Raphael, you still in the chat. I'm gonna let you be a mod. To help with this chat, because we do need that. But I will be quick to remove you if you mess it up. Okay, I'm looking for the next question. We are taking your marriage questions. Happy New Year, Allie. Next question. Drop your marriage questions in the chat. LOL. Do you got an X in the and there's an X in the chat.
Me?
I don't think it's any of our exes. LOL. I don't know any 4-year relationship.
I'm sorry, you got to bring that camera closer for this one.
Oh, which one? Yours or mine?
I know you're trying to read the chat, so whichever one you're trying to read, just bring it closer to you.
I can see. Someone talk about some Jollof.
Oh, I love Jollof.
Shout out to the Jollof.
Addie do too.
I love Jollof. LOL. Everyone, yeah, my chest out today, and I'm gonna leave it right here. Hey, Raphael, welcome to my gang. You better mod in here. Okay, so
you better mod, boy. Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, so only yo people serious over here. So King Ro, I like that name. Does religion better? Oh wait, does God have a position in marriage, or is it more based on your level of connectivity with your partner? A shared bond like any other. You already know, period.
Can I take this one?
Yeah, take it.
God absolutely has a place in your marriage. So I think about it like this, because part of our might have doubts. You can be gay and be a Christian. So whether you're girl, boy, trans, whatever, you can be gay and be a Christian. That being said, while we are not in what people would call a traditional marriage, the institution, the bound of marriage for us was created in the image of the Bible, what in the image of religion. So while we have adapted as much as we needed to fit our life, we very much believe in the institution of God in our marriage. We are very intentional prayers. We wake up every single morning and we pray together. A family that prays together stays together. Tyler Perry done already told y'all. Okay. So no, we are very intentional about God. And I wouldn't want to be married to somebody who I could not show up in that intention with God. That being said, we did not do it like we're big Pop the Balloon fans. Drop the like button if you like Pop the Balloon. That being said, we did not do that. Like, do you read the Bible every single night before bed and all of that stuff? Like, I personally believe all of that is fake. I don't even believe that's real. You know what I mean? I think that is a very performative. So I don't think it has to be like that, especially because I personally believe that part of the beauty of having God in your marriage is that you guys grow in your faith together. So God has a huge place in marriage for us.
Hey, the chat saying amen, agreed. Allie says, God has a huge part in my relationship. We both have a relationship with God and we come to God together.
Yeah,
amen,
you
Allie.
got to. You got
amen.
to.
That's why she get married.
She get married in 2026.
Okay, that's the attitude. She done put a ring on it.
She's serious about that girl.
LOL. Peace to you guys as well.
It's not that girl. Her name is Dylan. She's a wonderful girl. I just be playing when I say that girl. I be calling Addie that girl.
So continue to add your marriage questions in the chat. Put a W in the chat if you get married in 2026. Whew, the chat's been active. Go ahead, boo.
Oh, if the
chat done quiet, took a break now.
Okay, good. Then I can talk.
Talk,
but no, I feel like these are all great questions, and I feel like one of the biggest tips to getting married in 2026 is you need to go ahead and start learning yourself. Go ahead and start figuring out who you are, because that goes into being able to go somewhere and find people that you like, connect with people like minds, like individuals. You know what I mean? So it's like, for me, what did I know I like? I knew I liked yoga, so I was paying to go to a yoga class, and I didn't necessarily meet anybody to date in the yoga class. But because I did make a lot of really great friends in the yoga class, and that was how I got connected to my travel group that I was a part of. And all of that stuff, while I didn't meet Addie there, it all helped me, one, get to know myself, get some experiences, and ultimately just get used to talking and dealing with people. Because I feel like after college, it's kind of awkward to deal with people, that aren't people you work with, and I know for me, because of my position at work, I couldn't date anybody that was at my job because I was the COO, you know what I mean? Of my family's company specifically. So I couldn't date anybody. So it was really important that I found groups to hang out with outside of work to date.
No, it's so true. Yoga class, travel clubs, travel groups, like you got to be part of social groups. Like, I created my own group. If you don't like other people's group, you can do that. And I also feel the travel group was a big thing because, one, it took you to Africa.
Yeah.
I feel like we connected a lot over travel because travel is a huge part of my life.
And it has been a huge part of our life together.
Exactly. Someone says, I'm already married with a beautiful baby girl named Amara Sierra. She's 8 pounds and 9 ounces.
Well, congratulations.
So yeah, in terms of getting to know yourself, like I didn't get married until, I feel like we're 5 years apart. So I was much later than, I had a later marriage. I mean, how old was I? 22 or 32, LOL. And which seems late for some people, but I needed a lot. Before I got married.
I mean, that's real.
So it took the time it took. I wasn't really even ready to get married until I was 31 years old. And that happened to be the year we met each other. Was it? No, the year before.
Yeah, the year
before. So it took a year even for making the decision to even really be in a place to get ready. Hey, shout out to number one hype man, King Grayson.
Number one hype man just popped in. What's up? What's up? What's up? Make sure you hit that like button. Hit that like button. Yeah. I see somebody in my chat said I've been married 3 times.
Yes, I saw that one.
I was married for 30 years to 3 different women. I've had enough, LOL. And I mean, I respect that. I feel like sometimes you don't find the right people.
Tell us what went wrong, Jeffrey.
Yeah, tell us what went wrong.
Because you're going to help everybody, you know.
Yes.
And because what you have proven is that you believe in love.
Yep.
And that you fall in love. And that you want to commit to somebody.
Yep.
So tell us what went wrong.
What went wrong?
Someone says, we met at a homecoming game at my high school. She was the captain of the cheerleading squad, and I was just the bad boy. Aww. And we locked eyes and fell in love. True love story.
That's sweet.
Yeah, see?
We love that.
See what God doing for other people.
He'll do it for you, too.
He'll do it for you.
You got to believe.
Exactly. So we talked about having the mindset of not being afraid of people, not being afraid of love, not being afraid of marriage. We talked about not feeling like everyone's a cheater. We talked about getting to know yourself first. And we talked about how to get married in 2026. What else, my love?
I feel like I don't know exactly. The end result is like finances, but it's really not just finances. I feel like you have to know how to share. You have to know how to compromise. You have to, if you're a selfish person, you need to work on, and it's nothing wrong with being a selfish person, because I think the world, especially as a woman, you kind of have to be selfish, or people continue to take advantage of you if they can. So, but that doesn't work for marriage. So you have to learn how to like either compartmentalize that selfishness, what you need for the world versus what you need for your boo, and then go from there. So all these people who are like, I ain't changing for nobody, I ain't I don't need nobody to be around, that's not going to get you married. If you're not willing to change, if you're not really willing to accept that you've got some flaws as a person, if you still walking around here talking about you ain't been in no relationship since your ex and it was all your ex fault and you're not ready to be married. It takes 2. No matter what it is, it takes 2. And that can be hard, even if your ex cheated on you. You know what I mean? What you are probably missing is that sometimes they shouldn't have cheated. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is there might be something you could have done to help assuage the cheating. And people don't want to think about that, but it's the truth. Because if your person cheated and it was about sex for them, and you know that you don't be wanting to have sex and all of these different things, because sometimes as women we need to go to therapy for that, because women have had a lot of trauma. Having a vagina since the age of since birth can be traumatizing for any woman, and that's just that on that. Go ahead, get you some therapy, sis. Okay. Yes. Because if you in your relationship talking about you not changing and you're not trying to be nice to nobody, and you're going to say what you want to say no matter who it is, that's not operating from a place of love. Operating from love means you are open, willing to compromise. And when you find the right person, the compromise doesn't feel like you lost out. It feels like y'all sat down together and figured out something that could work the best for both of you, because both of you matter, So if you don't know how to do that and they had no practice in it, go ahead and get you some books. Okay, get you some books about marriage. Start listening to some marriage podcasts. And get you some ideas.
Period. No, that is so true. And I will talk about my selfishness. But King Roro asked a good question. How did y'all build trust? Does one have unlimited trust in another until that trust is broken? Okay. Or do you give trust inch by inch until the rope becomes miles and miles in length? Woo!
That's a good question.
Woo! That's a good question. Let us know what you think in the chat while we get our answer together. You want to take this one?
Yeah, I can take this one. Well, first, I feel like we were friends first. Um, and I feel like because we were friends first, we got to see kind of early that we could trust each other. Because I personally feel like the first time I displayed trust was when I was running meditation in my house. I invited the people in our combined group, and then the people in our combined group ended up being her ex. And so really just her ex was coming. And when she called me at first, really I called her and was like, "Yeah, I opened up the meditation for people to come, and just so you know, your ex is coming." And then the day of, one of the other girls in the group who ended up coming to the meditation was like, "Yeah, I guess," she called Addie and was like, "I just left the meditation, and girl, your ex was there, you know?"
Mm-hmm.
And so I guess when we talked on the phone, it wasn't bothering her, but I guess somebody else calling her made it real, you know? And when we talked that second time, she was basically like, "If you're gonna be my friend, you need to choose. You need to choose between me or her." And I was like, "Well, that's easy. I'm gonna choose you." You know what I mean? And she was like, "Y'all can't be friends anymore." And I was like, "That's cool. I don't know that girl." You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So I wasn't worried about it at all. But I feel like that was the first time I displayed trust. So I feel like it was easier for Addie to trust me.
Yeah.
And then after that, the truth is it's a continuous um work. It's a continuous job to work on trust. Matter of fact, we pick a word of the year every year to
Yep.
do together. And last year our word was trust, if
Yep.
we're being honest. And we also we did a lot of trust exercises. We went to therapy when we first got married. Clock it, okay?
Hey,
When we first
period.
got married, we went to therapy. And then before we even got in therapy though, we had looked online. There's so many tools online about how to build trust in a relationship. And a lot of the stuff we just did those exercises
Yeah.
once we figured out,
Mhm.
because let's be honest, in the beginning there were times, especially even before we got married, there were times where we were trying to understand and figure out trust for each other. So we just did those literal textbook exercises. Try a trust fall with the person, you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
Yep.
And then you start developing that trust muscle, because
Yeah.
everybody is not to be trusted.
Yeah. And I feel like what we learned was there are levels to trust.
Mm-hmm.
Both of us, unless you meet somebody in high school, like everyone's gotten their heart broken. Everyone, it's like, it's like you got one toe in, one toe out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like we trust and love each other, but I know I had to get to layers of trust.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had to still work on this idea that like this was gonna work out for me. Nothing bad is gonna happen to me. Like in terms of like I'm not gonna have a failed marriage. Like I can trust for her to stand by my side. And let's be so for real. Y'all been saying it in the chat. People talk about how marriages fail. People are always talking about divorce.
One of my favorite lesbian couples just got divorced. Shout out to the Muses.
Damn.
We hurt with y'all. We hurt with y'all. But I can only imagine what it's like to be in their relationship, because I was devastated to see that they're not together anymore.
Yeah.
And it immediately made me feel fear. You know what I mean?
Definitely. Ali
Definitely hurt by the Muses. No, I was toe up about the Muses.
Yeah.
But that's not our relationship. And that's what we do every time, honestly. Hashtag not in our reality. You know what I mean? And I feel like one thing we recommit to each other often. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's like in those moments of insecurity, and I'd be like, "You're not gonna never leave me." Yeah. She'd be like, "No, I'm not." You know what I mean? And so we talk about those things. I just followed Rainbow Aunties on TikTok and love them. I have to look.
We gotta check them out. Thanks for the recommendation.
Yeah.
Also, Ali said, I think you start by trusting until the trust is broken. I feel like a step further is like the trust is always gonna get broken in some way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Imagine it being a phase, and then there's a perfectly forth fill in that crack of repairing, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And and it can be stronger and more beautiful, you know. But what you can't, especially as you're getting to know each other, like people are going to make mistakes. We're still learning each other.
And sometimes you don't know what makes you feel weird until it happens. Like, I feel like the first time we went to a party together, we were like, oh, snap. Like, this is an area where we have some work to do on trust. You know, we can't function at a party together without coming home and getting in an argument. You know what I mean? So it just, those things highlight areas where there is more room and work to do for trust. But the foundation of marriage is like deciding that you're going to choose each other over again. So it's like when you feel that mistrust, you really have to take a second to search, because it's like mistrust feelings are really just, I'm feeling triggered right now by what you just did or something that you've done. So it's like it helps to me for you to take a minute, take a beat. And when you can trust your person for the most part, you remember like, well, this person doesn't usually do stuff to hurt me. Maybe, just maybe, they weren't trying to hurt me. Other things transpired, you know what I mean, that caused this behavior. And let's work on that together, as opposed to, I can't trust this person because of XYZ. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I'm going to jump to a new question. Raphael says the key to our marriage is committed love, trust, admiration, honor, listening, compromising, cherishment, and keeping the Almighty God first, and keeping the Almighty God the head of our lives. Well, I guess it's a comment, not a question. But shout out to you. That's why you married for, I forget how many, what was it, 20 years, 22 years. Congrats. Whew. King Roro says, have y'all ever experienced mistrust between each other to the level to questioning the relationship? Yeah, we have. We have. And that's why I talked about the vase. Like, you gotta just keep repairing the trust. What is not okay is being like, I trusted you, and now I ain't trusting you no more. Marriage is forever. You know what I mean?
We call it the fast forgive.
Fast forgive.
And it's so valuable that we hung out with, that works. We can reset the cameras too. We hung out with my parents before we moved to Hawaii. Honestly, we were living with them. Shout out to how we went from homeless to owning 3 acres in Hawaii. We went from homeless to 3 acres. And when we were in our period, we went on vacation with my parents. And it was, who, like I told y'all earlier in the live, they've been married for over 40 years. They've been married for a really long time. And we were like, we do the fast forgive, you know. We asked them about it, and they were like, oh yeah, of course you gotta fast forgive. They absolutely knew what it was. But then my mom was like, you got your daddy talking about you need to fast forgive me for this. So it's just a good reminder. But we forgive each other fast.
We do.
And because you can't be with somebody as much as we're together and not hurt other feelings. And also, that's intimacy, you know, like she sees me in ways that other people have never seen me before. So she's bound to step on my toes somehow, but that becomes my responsibility to educate her and say like, hey, that doesn't feel good for me, that triggers me, you know, that makes me feel like I can't trust you. But ultimately, I know that she's on my team, you know. I know that we've decided and have chosen each other. So any time where I'm feeling threatened is really, I've programmed myself to be like, you need to take a minute. Why do you feel threatened by somebody who you know loves you? Because she's done way more to make me feel loved than she has done to make me feel threatened. So that is,
ain't that the truth? Y'all hear?
Yeah. So that reminds me, like, I need to take a beat and I need to explain to her what's going on. Yeah. And it can be dangerous in the wrong hands.
I just want us to change the angle because this is the dark corner.
Yes.
So we're going to do this side of the hair. See how much better it is over here? And I'll just pop on the other side of you.
Okay.
Real quick.
All right.
Ooh. Switch up time. Switch up time. Switch up time.
Yeah. So fast forgive can be dangerous, but and when we say fast forgive, like, we aren't saying like, you fast forgive means we forgive faster than, once I've said, for me, fast forgive means once I've said how I feel and we've communicated about it, and I've said and asked, please don't do that again, and all of that stuff. And she's like, no, I hear you. I'm not going to do that again. Then we move on and we fast forgive. And it's like, well, we're not going to let this ruin our whole day, because when you are in love, like we are in love, it really becomes, am I going to leave her for this? And probably not. I'm not about to leave her because she ain't like my dress. You know what I mean? That's not a reason to end our marriage. Right. So it's like, it really becomes that kind of question. Like, is this something that I'm like, I need to end our marriage for this? Or is this just something that I need to have some communication with my wife about? Yeah. And that's how the fast forgive kind of works.
That's so true. It's not like, it's like we're, first of all, there's limits and boundaries, right? And it's like, what we're not doing is cheating on each other and then coming back and saying fast forgive.
For fast, you need to get over this.
That's toxic. That is toxic. You can't repeatedly do things that you intentionally, hurts somebody and then say fast forgive, we married. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, Raphael had an answer. Yes, trust is not easy. That is because trust is a test of your faith and mindset from God.
That is true. That's true, because I feel like it's also like you'd be like, oh, well, I don't know why God might have thought this person was my person, because she's tripping right now. You know what I mean? But it really does become about faith, because it's like, well, if I know God wouldn't have put us together for no reason. God wouldn't have led me to this person and put these feelings in my heart for marriage, for commitment, if this wasn't my person. You know what I mean? And it could, for some of y'all, the marriage is not going to be forever. But even if the marriage is not forever, that doesn't mean you didn't learn from that person. And I think that's another tip. You know what I mean? Because I talked about how if you still walking around talking about everything was your ex fault, you're not ready to get married, because like I said, it takes two to tango. It takes two for every part of the relationship to not work.
Exactly. It really does. And I feel like and when we say like no one's perfect, it's not saying like you need to settle. It's like, if you're out here wanting someone to be perfect for you, think about, have you been perfect to your own self?
Period.
Have you got up every time on the first time the alarm gone off, or have you hit snooze? Have you stuck to your diet? Did you write that paper 3 weeks in advance, or did you wait till the day before? That's what we mean by nobody's perfect. You know what I mean? You can't have unrealistic expectations. If you haven't met those expectations for yourself, you really can't have
You don't need to be putting them on anybody
else. Wow, y'all are asking some amazing great questions. Go ahead and keep dropping them marriage questions in the chat. Allie says, and keeping the love, the focused are my keys.
Yes. Yeah. We call it, our words for that are operating with love. And I feel like sometimes straight up, because everybody gets angry, and then and they'd be like, you're not talking to me with love right now. And it's like in my whatever haze where I'm talking, that does cut through, because everybody wants to be talked to with love. Nobody wants to be talking to like there's some street rat, or somebody you don't care about. So that's a thing too, like talking about alarm words or alarms for feelings. And if she says she don't feel the love, I have to honor that I'm not talking to her with love. And even in my anger, I'll be like, well, I ain't trying to spread love right now. You need to know what I'm feeling.
Yeah.
But I don't, that's not true. Because even in those moments, I still have to share and let her know that I love her, because if not, then the conversation is so much harder if she's thinking I don't love her, or I've done turned my feelings off some kind of way.
Yeah. And I feel like that's a really good point. It's like, you got to teach people how to communicate with you, teach people what love means to you. We come from different families. We have a completely different love expression. And I feel like at the beginning, she's talking about her, but at the beginning of marriage, I was very rough tongued. And I feel like that in my family, like being honest and communicating, teaching lessons or whatever is a love language. You know what I mean? And that's not cute for a relationship. You know what I mean? So I had to accept that how I was communicating was not loving. It was not love forward. You know what I mean? So You got to learn.
You got to learn.
You got to learn each other. And it is your responsibility to communicate to your person what you need. It is not their responsibility to read your mind.
Period.
Who Clarissa Shields?
Oh, I'll be hearing about her, but I don't really know who she is.
Okay, chat. Y'all keeping us busy
Keeping
today.
us on our toes. Do y'all plan on having kids? Yeah, we definitely plan on having kids, we think. I feel like the
Yeah.
truth is it changes all the time. But we think we plan on having kids as of
Yeah.
now. And then, part of our platform is being off grid, bringing homesteaders. And the whole point of having a homestead in a home is so that we have kids.
Mm-hmm.
Or so that when we decide that we want kids for sure, we got a home for them, we got a place for them. So at this point, we had decided that we wanted kids and we're building our lives to get ready for that.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Go to this chat. Trust is not easy. That is because trust. Oh, we did that one. To the first time beginning couples, always remember before you get married, seek the counsel of the Almighty God and let Him direct your path. Did you pray about getting married?
Me?
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I prayed about getting married. I was talking to my mom about getting married, and then my mom was so sweet. And she used to just be like, "Oh, you can't hurry, love. No, you just have to wait." She said, "Love don't come easy. It's just a time of give and take." So my mom would literally sing that to me when I was like, "I don't know if I'm gonna get married ever."
LOL. How are we sitting? Because I want to get the
Fix
your camera in the way.
Fix it.
Where do you want me?
Fix it, Lord.
I make sure. Oh, this is perfect. This was the winning view before. You know what I'm talking about.
LOL. I cannot with you, girl. Oh, I ain't mad at you, though.
You ain't mad. Hey. Hey.
So yeah, that's we want kids.
We do want kids, but let's talk about why it's not like a clear, why it's not like we're getting kids tomorrow. So first of all, my lovely wife taught me that kids require more than just a roof over their head and food. They need love, time, attention, affection, pour into.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't, it's like you got to be so real with yourself. Like, can you protect your marriage and your kids at the same time? I feel like so many people get divorced and because they choose their kids over their marriage, and it's because they're in a place because they have to choose.
And go ahead. I'm sorry.
Because they haven't thought about their capacity before having kids. They focus on the kids because that's what you got to do, and their marriage gets left behind. It's like I had to focus on my wife first, and then we got a cat. I focused on my step cat, and growing that before we can invite any other life forms into our marriage. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So that to make sure that they get everything they need.
Because the other part of that is, I'm gonna just go ahead and be straight up with y'all. Mm-hmm. I got to look at the camera and say this: we have a lot of fun with no kids. Mm-hmm. We have a lot of fun, not being worried about them kids. Okay, and that kid signifies an end of an era of us just running around doing what we want.
Right. Oya is already keeps us tied down, right? In some ways. And she's a cat. We ain't even got a dog yet.
So that's the real reason, more than anything, why sometimes we be like, dang, do we want kids? Because being kid free is the move.
Mm-hmm. King Roro says, do you believe that the future kids need a strong male figure in their lives, more so the boys?
Of course. And the girls. Every man, every person. I come from a 2-parent household, and I believe that both parents, I know both parents added value to me in my life. That being said, I think there's more than one way to skin a cat. I don't know exactly how a man is going to fit in, but I would love if we found two gays, who also wanted kids. Mm-hmm. I don't know how it's going to work exactly, which is another reason why we haven't gone and got kids tomorrow. Mm-hmm. And I want my kids to have their dad present too, or to have a father-like figure that they can have, call, and depend on, because of course it's important.
Absolutely. No, we definitely, I mean, it's so much so that I didn't even want to have boys because I was like, they need a male role model. You know what I mean? Now we've talked about how we can incorporate that, with our family and like you said, with a male gay couple. So we absolutely care about both genders because while we may have a biological female child, these days, we don't know what her choice of gender would be. You know what I mean? So you got to be prepared. You got to have both. You got to have both ends of the spectrum.
Mm-hmm.
Allie says it's so fun being kid free, all caps. You can say that again, Allie. Also, shout out Oya, our cat.
Shout out Oya. Where is Oya?
She's being MIA right now. She's sleeping.
In the bed.
All right. What other questions? Oh, Raphael got something to say. What's up, Raphael? I did, and I waited for his answer for me. Oh, you retracted the message. I was about to answer it, Raphael. Shout out Alex Blocks Time, #1 fan, Ma Gang, Noti Gang. Love you.
Noti Gang.
What else? We got so much. Again, drop your marriage questions in the chat to reset. We're talking about how to get married in 2026.
And if you guys don't know, we are the happiest Black women you know because we are lesbians who chose freedom by building an off-grid life in Hawaii.
Tap in. Tap in. We got married people in the chat. We got engaged people in the chat. We got singles in the chat.
Everybody here.
So how you going to get married in 2026? Drop your questions in the chat. We celebrating 3 years of marriage in less than a week.
Right.
3 years. 2 times. Okay, I don't know what that means. Okay, Raphael didn't reread. I prayed for a wife and I waited for the answer, and his answer came to pass in his favor, and that's when he revealed my wife to me at the homecoming game.
Now, Raphael, you done said a word right there, because I honestly can relate and resonate with that a lot, because I feel like as soon as I started praying intentionally about wanting to meet my wife, it happened. You have to do that. You have to be praying intentionally about your wife, about what you want. And I feel like that about everything. Whatever you're trying to manifest, you got to just be straight up praying about it. Straight up asking God, do this for me, please. Because that's, fix it, Jesus.
That's so true. And that's something, because I used to go to Southern Baptist Church, y'all. And they'd always say, you got to pray for your future husband. And they start them girls praying for their future husbands as soon as they start learning how to pray.
I mean, that's what it takes.
That's what it takes. So definitely. King Roro says, a little bit of a tougher question. If the kid is raised by a gay male figure, would the child most likely grow up to be gay as well? Or would life just take its course?
I don't think that the child would grow up to be gay as well. I feel like, because the thing about it is, I think that society forgets is like gay people are not pushing their sexuality down on their children. I feel like if anything, gay people are typically more understanding that everybody is on a spectrum and that the chips are gonna fall where they may. You know what I mean? But it's like, because if it worked like that, then we wouldn't be gay at all, because my parents are straight.
Exactly.
So I had a straight family to look up to my whole life, and I'm also the baby of 4, so I had straight siblings to look up to my whole life. So I saw them engaging in heteronormative behavior, and I still didn't necessarily want that. So I don't think it works like that. I do feel like they would probably be more open to homosexuality, but it's like may not even be homosexuality as much as like bisexuality or pansexuality, because I believe we would have children that are just open, you know what I mean? But I don't think they would be more or less likely to be gay, because honestly, in my experience too, typically, and this is like as somebody who grew up with people who had two moms or 2 dads, they typically really are promiscuous with the opposite sex because they are working so hard to prove that they are not like their parents, actually. So that's what I've orientation of my kids. If I'm being 100% honest, I'm not really worried about the sexual orientation of my kids. I'm much more worried about them being good people, being productive members of society, living, not being wrongfully murdered or unalived or anything like that. I definitely worry about those things more than I worry about like who they gonna be kissing, you know?
Yeah.
And I also worry about more with sexuality, like teaching them non-traumatic ways to grow up and think and look at sex.
Yeah.
Not putting sexual trauma on them, not putting things like that on them. I worry about much more than who they're going to be engaging with. And it's like, I won't say it all live, but there are things that I obviously prefer that they weren't. You know what I mean? But the truth is, if I have a healthy child, I'm going to accept them for whoever they are.
Absolutely.
Whatever they doing, I'm gonna tell them I don't like that. That ain't what I raised you to do. But I'm not ever gonna make a. I don't believe in making a home that's unsafe for my children. So I vow and commit before they're here to accept them for who they are.
Absolutely.
Because I won't have a child feeling unsafe and like they can't come home and be themselves or anything. That's not cool.
Ali says same sexuality is the least of my concerns regarding my future kids. Amen.
Yeah, I just don't worry about that.
I feel like what our kid who's raised by, let's say in the scenario, it's two gay women and two gay men being the father figures.
Yeah.
I feel like what our kid will be is by the time they turn 18, more confident than the average kid about what their sexuality is.
Yeah.
Because they will have been open and been okay. And I feel like just because you see straight kids coming out of straight households, you don't know how many are closeted versus actually straight. You know what I mean? Because the pressure to stay closeted is very strong in a hetero home.
Yeah.
Whereas our kids will be able to truly decide, like follow through with all of their thoughts and feelings and have a safe space to talk about them.
Yeah, I could tell you right now, I ain't gonna care. It's all about the person.
Exactly. Raphael says the night our baby girl Amara Sierra was born, we were watching a romantic Christmas movie in the bed.
Aww.
And then my wife's water breaks and I called the midwife over to the house and my wife was in the tub.
Raphael, you got a little picture perfect life over there. Congrats for you.
Then
okay, God's favor in the chat.
No, God's favor in our chat. Thank you, because you being attracted to our live and our chat, we gonna get God's favor additional too.
Right, period.
Because you sound like you had an at-home birth and she was healthy, a chubby baby too, in the best possible way.
Aww.
8 pounds 9 ounces.
Oh, that's excellent. That's beautiful, Raphael.
Exactly. I feel like I was 6 pounds 8 ounces.
And here you go. For all of y'all talking about they cheat and all of that stuff, Raphael in these comments showing y'all that it's some good men left. You can't be out here thinking like that.
The capitalize Amara Sierra, you know he a good dad.
Great.
Oh, it made me think good Tyrese. Or who was
it? My
He said that all caps. Again, we answering your marriage questions in the chat. This is about how to be married in 2026. Y'all do this.
Do this.
Do this. Wow, it's almost been 2 hours. This live is the one that flew by the fastest.
Right. Hi.
Hey, Alex, Noti Gang, my gang.
What's up?
So again, we talk about marriage. What are some other things we haven't covered that will help people find their wife, their husband?
I feel like I want to touch on something again that you touched on a little bit. Well, hold on. Do y'all have plans? We just made plans for our anniversary today. We just made plans. We're
going out to a nice fancy dinner. As fancy as Hawaii gets.
It's fancy as Hawaii gets. They literally describe it as the one place people dress up for here. So.
Exactly.
But one thing that I wanted to add, because I know earlier in the live I told y'all to make a list. So after you make that list about how you want your person to make you feel, hear me now. Now you need to look at that list and see, are you that kind of person?
Ooh.
Are you that kind of person?
Right.
Do you act like that? Because y'all talking about, I want somebody family or going to want to take you around their mother. And they're going to want to know about your relationship with your mother. So after you make that list about how you want your person to feel, you need to turn right back around and make a list now, or look at that list, and you need to see if you are that kind of person. And then it's okay if you're not, because you know what? That gives you clarity. And with clarity, now you can make a choice.
Yeah.
And now you can go make the choice of whether this person is realistic for you or whether or not I got it right here. Whether this person is realistic for you, or whether you need to do some work before you're going to attract a person like this.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Speaking of emotion, I mean, I guess we're family oriented.
Mm-hmm.
Raphael says, I'm emotional right now because I can't believe she's actually here. I'm crying.
Oh,
that's family.
Congrats,
Yeah.
Raphael.
Congrats.
I'm glad you got your beautiful baby too.
Yeah. I feel like we met at the right time at talking about your list, because I was on the brink of not even wanting to be a good person no more, because I felt like I had been taken advantage, just over giving, being too nice.
I mean, I can relate to that, because I feel like when we got together, I had decided I wasn't trying no more either. And I was just going to see who was going to work out for me in this group, if you know what I mean.
Right.
And planning to move on.
You was just trying to pick up a short term.
I don't even know if it was going to be a short term. It was going to be just a short time. I ain't even say no term. It was going to be a short time.
And then picked up a whole wife.
But I wanted a wife the whole time, but I was just like, you know what? Me looking for a wife ain't been working out. And I was still trying and still praying, but I also, because that's a part of manifesting too, is detachment.
Right.
So I was still trying and still praying, but I was like, you know what, though, if it doesn't work out this way, that's okay,
Yeah.
Because it's doing what it's supposed to. Because people don't realize too, is it's like when you're in that dating stage, you're supposed to be learning.
Right.
You're supposed to be figuring out what you like, what you don't like, what you find acceptable, what you don't find acceptable. So no relationship is a waste of time. And you really have to be thinking about it like that, because it's like, even if for the ones that don't work out, it's like, at least you didn't marry the wrong person. Because I haven't been in a relationship where I would have absolutely been married to the wrong person and would have been miserable. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So that's a part of dating, is the failure. But it's not failure. It's rejection is redirection for both of the people in the relationship. You can't say you want to get married and then not know what kind of people you like to be around.
Right.
It doesn't work that way.
Yeah. I feel like we both met during a pruning season where we were letting a whole bunch of people around that we ain't let go.
Definitely.
And so it's like you said, just being prepared, that preparation. No, it's hard. You got to be the person that you attract. And it's like, you cannot sit down there and say, I only attract criminals, and not people going to be looking at you like, what you doing to attract criminals? Turn this way. And let's switch it up.
Reset.
We can do this way.
Oh, we done took y'all all around the cabin.
LOL. Yes. So you can see, let us know what you think about our decor.
Yeah, we definitely have added more decor. We finally got to a place where we felt like putting stuff up.
Show did. Oh, this is a cute angle over here. So again, we are answering your marriage questions. And who are we? We
almost done.
We are almost
if y'all
done.
done been shy,
right,
you got to go ahead and do it. As a married couple, would y'all have occasional hobbies where swinging with other couples is condoned, polyamorous per se, or is the relation closed off to the rest of the world? The relationship is closed off to the rest of the world.
It is.
We are not swingers. Nothing wrong if that's what you're into. That's not who we are. We don't do that, but it worked. I don't know. I don't think I ever met no real life couples that swing and it works. Honestly, I feel like I read about them on Reddit.
Right. And we love to hear, Raphael, let us know, since you've been married 22 years, if that's what y'all do. But it's like, it's me.
I feel like it's for people who are in a marriage where their partner isn't willing to explore with them the way that they want. And when you're not willing to do anything with your partner, whether it's explore, compromise, see their worldview, then people want to go to other relationships. But when you feel safe with one person and you feel like I feel like if I wanted to swing, I could talk to Addie about it. You know what I mean? And I think that's where the magic lives.
But
right now, neither one of us are interested in swinging.
Right. It's not for me. I mean, and we respect other marriages and how they do it. I feel like it is a lot of hetero marriages that do that. And I feel like it's a lot of gay male marriages that do that.
That's true.
How many lesbians, if there are any lesbians in the chat, and it's like I hear about them being open, but I feel like a lot of the breakups are because of cheating, so they're not open. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know.
I feel like the only way that would work is like we want a baby, right? But there are so many ways that are not the traditional way of baby making to get a baby.
Exactly. We don't have to have sex with a man to have a baby, and I don't know why they normalize that lesbians do that, because we don't. I don't think. I mean, I don't know.
We haven't done that. Yeah,
they do that, and it's like, because you could just use a turkey baster, you know, but to have. And I guess it's like, oh, it's gonna fertilize better if it's natural. But I don't believe that. I just don't.
I feel like for me, I just want to have somebody who we can have unlimited access to the sperm. Exactly. So we can have, because it's like ideally all of our kids will be by the same person.
Exactly.
And, all that jazz. But
we want that. LOL. So, all right, Raphael, how does it feel to be a daddy, since you asking? And he said, man, I can't even describe the feeling I feel being married. It feels electrifying.
Oh, that's beautiful, Raphael.
Amazing. See, look at this good man in the chat.
Good man in the chat. Unfortunately, he is snatched up. But he can put your belief that good men are out there.
So, Boo, they are asking, what is in the bottle with brown liquid?
Oh, it is some leave-in conditioner and water.
Mm-hmm. That's how she get combing through this hair.
It's leave-in conditioner and water. I don't love this conditioner. It's the Carol's Daughter. It's not as moisturizing as I would like it to be for her hair.
And that's saying a lot, because I just conditioned it.
Yeah. Well, the conditioner that you had, like that we got downstairs, I feel like actually did do pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But this Carol's Daughter, it's like I want your hair to be silky smooth, and it's not really doing that.
We're going to test a new one, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Hey, keep adding your marriage questions in the chat. Keep hitting that thumbs up.
Yeah, that's what's in the bottle, leave-in and water. And it just helps me grip her hair better and all of that stuff.
Ooh, not Allie deleting her own message. What? I want to know what you said, Allie. It's a good conversation topic.
Yeah, because I am curious about if there's other marrieds in the chat. Are y'all open? And if so, why?
Right.
Is it just purely sex? Like y'all just really like sex with other people?
I feel like I've heard of people like their person can't. Again, in heteros. LOL. Oh, Allie deleted someone else's messages. Thanks for being a mod. Yay, we love our mods. But I feel like heteros is like when their stuff stops working. Sadly, they'll open it up.
You don't even have to explain why you kicked them out, Allie. We trust you. We just ain't know what we thought you.
We having so much fun.
We are having fun with you guys today.
We having so much fun.
I'm going through at it here. We almost done.
You so fast. You think it was faster because it was freshly washed?
I do, because it was easier to get through. And also this time, once I started detangling at first before, but then I was like, I really can just go through section by section and detangle, and it'll be easier.
So for sure.
That helped a lot too.
King Roro says it's been wonderful talking to y'all. Y'all level-headed for real. Wish y'all the best moving forward.
Thanks,
Have a
King
good
Roro.
night. Hopefully I'll catch another live for more insightful conversations. King Roro out.
Make sure you subscribe, King Roro, and hit that notification bell, and you'll know exactly when we go live next time.
And remind everybody when we go live.
Tuesday, Saturday, and Sunday at noon Hawaii time. Lock in, hit that notification bell so you don't have to miss a minute.
Don't miss a minute. Amazing. We love chat. You've been so good. And we thank you for the immediate. Oh,
he went ahead and hit that subscribe. Thank you.
You know, it has been on our hearts to talk about love, marriage, and dating advice since we got together.
It's so true.
And this is the first time, and we're getting so much love.
One of our most successful streams together.
If not our most successful, y'all. I mean, everyone wants love.
Everybody wants love, and there's nothing wrong with that. My favorite song right now is "We All Need Love." We could be a million miles apart. Put us on the moon in the dark, and we all need love. All of the riches life can bring, still cannot provide all the care that we need in our hearts. The fire in our chest triumphs every. Kaloe Kai. If you don't know, you need to go find out.
If you don't know, you need to go find out.
He out here making the most positive music in the game right now. LOL, y'all know, or black women, y'all know when they get to this part, you be like, can I put all of this in one brain?
Hello, yeah. You know I want that front looking out of all of them.
If I put this all in one braid, will it look crazy? Thanks for locking in, King Roro.
He said we too lit. Hey, that's why we on live stream.
I told y'all that's my song right now.
Raphael says, one day when I walk her down the aisle, I'm gonna cry. You sure are.
Yeah.
Already thinking about it. That's how.
Let me tell you, I think that was the most magical moment. And that's why, for all of the naysayers, for the people who say marriage is just a piece of paper and all of that stuff, they haven't done it. And if they did it, and the people who say marriage don't mean anything and they're not doing it again, because that moment where we were standing at the altar saying vows to each other and looking each other's eyes, that is a moment that I had never felt before, and that everybody deserves to feel. So that's all I got to say about that.
It's so true.
That moment where we was in there, it was nobody else might as well have been in the room except everybody else who I loved and cherished was in the room. Exactly. My family, my parents. But it felt like nobody was there but her when we were looking at each other and saying our vows to each other. So
absolutely. Marriage is underrated.
I ain't felt nothing in my life like that.
If y'all ain't happy in your marriage, you ain't doing it right. Like, for real.
It's true.
You ain't picked the right person and you ain't doing it right. It really is underrated. So we taking marriage questions.
Ooh. Get them in because we ain't got that much longer.
We ain't got that much longer. Just a few braids left. Oh, my favorite wedding song is Avant featuring Faith Evans, You and I.
You and I promise to love faithfully. Is that what you're talking about?
I think so, probably. That's what it's.
Or maybe he said here and now. I don't know
what he's saying. So we, again, marriage questions.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any more tips that we didn't touch on, baby?
Oh, Allie said that's here and now.
Oh, LOL. Allie, no. Allie, the R&B queen over there.
Any more marriage tips? Breathe before you speak.
That's true.
Don't stop being so reactive. Stop being like, God, you've done ask God for your person and they gave it to you. You do not need to be talking to your person disrespectfully. You do not need to be. A lot of people go through dating being like, I can do bad all by myself. Well, go and do it then. You know what I'm saying? People are like, you cannot, once God bless you with somebody, there's an illusion out here that there's plenty of fish in the sea. Not for you.
Not for you.
You got maybe someone told me, and this changed my whole outlook. They said, unless you had 9 serious relationships, you don't need to give up on marriage, because 9 is the magic number. In those 9 people, you're going to find your future wife. You know what I mean? And so it's like so let's say there's 10.
I kind of believe that.
Yeah,
really
exactly. So 10, 9, they say is the magic number. 9 people in your life are going to be 9 potential possibilities to marry. So it's not a billion people. It's not, because you are going to attract certain vibrations. So you gotta respect everyone that you invite into your bedroom. You gotta treat them with respect, because you never know if that's going to be your future person. You don't need to be saying, "Oh, I ain't serious about her. Oh, she just around. She just good for some neck." You don't need to be treating people like that.
LOL.
You don't need to be treating people. I mean, but that's the attitude. Am I wrong? That people
no, my cousin called it donkey neck.
LOL. No.
Shout out to my cousin Daryl.
Because if that person just good is always good for some donkey neck, that's trust, that's reliability, that's dependability. You know what I mean? You need to look at that person a little bit more serious.
Well, I feel like the problem is that they don't want them to be dependable like that for any and everybody.
Right. No.
Oya! That was so uncalled for, Oya.
I don't know why she did that. Because she could have jumped down anyway. Thanks for not messing up the braid, Oya. Are you okay? Did you get hurt?
I'm fine, no.
Well, my advice is the marriage to love the Almighty God, keep him ahead of your life, obey his commandments, and obey his word, and have fun. From the OG himself, Big Raphael. Thanks, Big Raphael.
Big Raph.
Self-proclaimed OG. We respect it.
He said he don't need nobody to give him no title.
LOL. Exactly. He is, and it's Big Raphael.
Big Raph.
Get it right. Don't get it twisted. Okay. Go, baby. Y'all really rock with us for this 2 hours. May the Almighty God bless you and keep you, and may his face shine upon you. Thank you. Amen.
Amen.
Hi, Kalama. What's up, girl?
What it do, girl?
What's up, Kalama? But yeah, you never, just how they be acting like they're like, what if God was one of us? Like, what if, and it's like, what if Jesus was a homeless person? How would you be showing up? That's that. You got to treat that. That's about your future person. You never know who your future person was going to be.
It's true.
You really don't.
It's true.
And it's
because half of y'all, and I was like you too, who you think and want it to be is the worst possible person for it to be. You gotta, can put your head all the way back. I know.
Ooh, it's okay.
Or you can lean on me. You can lay down on my leg if you want. Just let me get these last 2.
Okay. All right.
All right. Yeah, that worked.
LOL. That's here and now. Oh, LOL. That's the same one. But yeah, so you were saying what about who your future person is going to be? You don't know. Oh, who you want it to be ain't.
Who you want it to be is not who it is. Because if it's true, if that was who it was supposed to be, y'all would be either getting married or in talks to get married. So that's not the right person,
right?
It's not. You know, you don't have to force somebody to marry you.
Exactly, especially if it's that lifelong. LOL. If it's it's someone that you've known for years, like that ain't your person. That's just what the movies, the rom-coms be trying to say.
But that's not real.
No, because they not serious about you, and you're not serious about them.
And you want somebody serious about you.
Yeah,
that's a part of marriage.
Also, you do not know. When you know, you know.
When you know, you know.
Some of y'all. Okay. Some of y'all get married in 2026 because you finally realizing that person right in front of you is your future husband or future wife.
And you probably ain't doing better.
You ain't doing better than that person because that person is a good person. Not because they ain't shit. Sorry. Because that person ain't a good person. This is an action-packed, great live stream tonight. Thank you
so much.
We aim to please.
We do.
That's our main goal every morning.
We are professional content creators, and we put a lot of work into the content that we decide to put out for you guys. So that really means a lot. It's a huge compliment. Thank you.
A huge compliment. Thank you so much.
All right, y'all. We coming around the bend. We on that last braid.
We on that last braid.
Well, we about to be on that last braid.
LOL. You know, that's how the braider be at the salon.
Right.
Too.
Yeah.
We got one left. Sitting there for another 45 minutes.
Yay, we made it, y'all. We made it to the end. It was hard, but we did it. We got it. We're not celebrate too early.
Thank you so much.
Where's my spray bottle at?
Where's the spray? They was just always up there.
I was about to say, it's amazing how as a stylist you just be losing the tools.
Mm-hmm. My boo is stylist, y'all.
LOL.
There's nothing else I can teach the young couples. Oh, thank you, Raphael.
Oh, thanks, Raphael.
If you're watching this on replay, definitely look at the live comments because people dropped a lot of gems.
They sure did.
A lot of truth bombs in the chat. People who serious. We talking about 22 years of marriage. And we on 3. Big Raphael is very proud of you both. Oh, thanks, Big Raphael.
Head down, baby.
Of
course. The last one.
It's the last one, y'all. It's the last braid. I'm about to be so cute, y'all. This is the first time we actually did it when we were supposed to do it.
Right.
And this is off grid, so there was no blow dry.
Nope.
We just, and you know that braid out gonna be popping.
For sure. That's part of the reason why I use the what you call it, but she don't even be wearing the braid out. And not that she needs to, but just saying she don't.
I love the braid out. I just couldn't do it this last time.
And it's too moist here for that braid out to last longer than it did. The curls just fall.
Yeah.
But no, we're going to be doing a lot more marriage sharing and all of that stuff. So like we said, make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you tap that notification bell so you don't have to miss a minute. We go live every single Tuesday, Saturday, and Sunday. So make sure you know at noon Hawaii time. So make sure you tap in so you can see.
And it's a different live every day of the week.
Yeah.
We're inside today, but we be outside. We be doing all sorts of stuff on our lives. So definitely subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can tap in every time.
Yay! We're done now.
We're done.
All right. Now we do got
thank you so much, baby.
You're so welcome.
I love it when she braids my hair so much. I got to give them a close-up. Okay, so this is the hair. This is the hair. You can see the back.
Oh, if you go get, it's right here. I'm going to put that oil in your scalp.
Oh, we going to oil the scalp?
Yeah.
See the back.
I feel like
Oh, you will be there. Thank you. You were more of assistance. You did more than assistance. You were a real one, Raphael.
Yeah, you were real, Raphael.
Also, King Roro, if you're still in there.
Yes, King Roro. Everybody who was in the chat was really lit.
Allie, shout
out to Allie. Our homegirl for real.
Shout out to Becca. Shout out to Alex Roblox. Y'all the best. Thank you, Emmanuel. She did that. Mahalo. Hey, Raphael, you in Hawaii?
Right.
Aloha. Mahalos.
Mahalos for staying with us this long.
Mahalos for staying with us this long. Wow, I'm so happy.
Tip for marriage: just have your hair done.
Your hair is your crown, as one of our fans, Andile, always reminds.
I will say I did have my hair done when I met her.
Always.
Them pins wasn't shaved, but that hair was done.
The hair was done. Exactly. You got to get your crown together. You got to do your hair.
If your head ain't looking right, your head might not be right.
Exactly.
And I mean head, honestly, in all ways, but I really meant cranium.
Exactly.
But it worked the other kind too.
It's because what did they see when they down there? Your head. Specifically your crown too. And that be the part we can't reach good on our own. So if it's looking messed up,
they're gonna see it.
Exactly. We're married, Colt. I don't know why you come in here with that energy. Everyone else been chill. You coming in with that energy.
It's because it's almost time to end the world.
LOL. This is the OG myself, Big Raphael. I'm out. Peace.
Peace,
Raphael. Oh my God, my hair looks so good, y'all. Look at how she gonna do my hair.
Yay.
Look how she gonna do my hair.
All right, y'all. That's it. We wrapping it up. If you didn't get your question answered, you got to put it in one of the comments. So maybe we'll answer it next time. We love you guys as always. Thanks for tapping in. Thanks for rocking with us for this live stream. I done told y'all we go live every single Tuesday, Saturday, and Sunday at noon Hawaii time. So if you love us, make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't have to miss a moment of hanging out with us. We love you guys, and we will see you later this week. Mahalos.
Mahalos.